We are live. All right, hold on. Ooh.
Yeah, boy.
I low-key forgot the questions I wrote down. They're actually on my phone, but if I can just,
well, you can grab it if you want at any point, bro. Who knows?
I think hey, cheers, my boy. Cheers.
Cheers, bro. Absolutely.
To the infinite, bro. To the infinite.
It's
I don't know why I put it down.
Beautiful to be here.
Oh my god.
It's wild that we ended up linking.
Dude, the amount of fucking time that has fucking passed to where there's no contact, or not even contact, but just like that interpersonal
and
energy.
So much happened in the world.
Like, there's been, man, I knew this man at 2017, bro. Or 2016. No, 2019, bro. Some shit.
Something in Philly through Tyler Herrick.
Yeah.
Tyler Herrick.
Football,
bro. Football was a big period of my life for sure. But then after I graduated. My boy is out here living on his own with some homies, working, and then pandemic happened, bro. And then we all got lives of our years taken.
Everything shut down, and what do? You just find shit to do now, you know?
Mm-hmm. And not only did I feel like things change in the material world, but like the collective consciousness got so affected, bro.
Yeah.
Like everyone feels it. You know what I'm saying? Like the isolation, the loneliness, and like just like more of like everyone had to actually be inwardly focused for a period of time, because you couldn't just, go out and do your thing and drink and whatever it is, Yeah.
I think the key was the outlets, like how many outlets can you have to express yourself and to, I don't know, like live your life and be in those shoes and not just be in your everyday routine that fucking is so instilled, right? So fucking, how do you build that up, Like that's you as a person, Take away your work and take away the shit that you have to do with your life, bro. What are you gonna do, right?
Bro, yeah, and what did a lot of people do? I don't know, shit. I did watch a lot of Netflix too.
Okay, there was a lot of Netflix,
I did, but I also started making art, and discovered something new, so it's wild. Bro, before we get into it, first fireside chat.
Yeah,
Come
on.
Fireside chat. First fireside chat here. This is legendary here. It's been, we were just talking about how, we literally have to be our own production team.
The pink
Get the whole setup. We got to be our own managers, our own fucking marketers, our own promoters, our own videographers. We got the mic set up. I see them, boy.
We were just like a two-man army of everything that you could possibly imagine, from audio visual to fucking creative design to fucking mixology to
Wisemen Productions.
I don't even fucking know, man.
Come get
the science of fucking maybe grinding, crushing, and rolling like that. That's a science too, bro. Out here fucking earthbending, firebending,
Swear, it's all going down. It's all going down.
So now I definitely want to get into everything that you've endured, your adversity, and how that you've honestly changed the momentum, catapulted to become who you are because of these things. It's very foundational, very elemental, but I don't even know. I only got a little sneak peek of it earlier when we were fucking chatting it up.
It's crazy because it's not like we go back super far. That's what's awesome, is because
it feels like I've known this fool for fucking like my entire life. Like that's my brother or something.
We can actually get into it. Yeah, it's just like, I don't know, it's similar. Like we share a similar like passion for creativity and for a different way of viewing the world that isn't normally prescribed in our society now. And it's like we were talking about before, it's rare. It's not that often that you meet other people, but more and more it's like, how energy attracts certain energy, like more and more, the more you commit to it and the more that you dive deep into yourself and try to see what's good inside and out, it's like the more I feel like you attract those types of people, and that's been happening to me a lot lately, and that's dope.
100%.
You mentioned what I've had to endure, bro. We all endure so much. I don't know the half of what you've endured, but it's all respective. But just coming from the places that I come from, and I was also a double pastor's kid, So both my parents
Double
were
pastors,
evangelists, bro. Met
Evangelists.
They met in Uganda. They were both missionaries back in like the day, bro. And my dad's like a hick, you know, from Montana. My mom's from like a royal family in South Korea.
That's crazy.
So it's just like the way it all happened, and then the environment we ended up growing up in back in Montana when they moved there. We were all in the church.
So you're
you know?
lucky a prince, aren't you?
Nah.
Prince Willows. Okay.
That's funny. My sister used to
Cheers
say
to Prince
that.
Willows.
My sister used to say that. That's funny.
Thank you
like,
for everything you've done for our nation.
Your parents are they both Vietnamese or are you?
Parents are both Vietnamese. I'm full British.
And when did they come over to this?
They probably immigrated. I'd say. I knew they set up shop in Houston probably 90. No. She was born in 80s.
In the 90s sometime.
Late 80s, yeah. Maybe 80s. 80s. We'll say 80s, yeah. I know that when they were like 21, 22 when they had left Vietnam. Yeah.
And then they had you and your siblings here?
Yeah, all of us.
What?
Me and my 2 older sisters.
You're the youngest. That's interesting. How was that being the only boy?
I feel like growing up there was no rough housing, like there was just no like camaraderie, there was no like.
Did you miss that? Did you want that?
Boys.
Like,
when I got older,
did you enjoy growing up?
Because I still had gotten that from like my friends.
Yeah.
But I think as I got older, I realized I started to reflect like, oh, what if I would have had that? I'd probably feel different and be a little bit more different. You know what I mean?
For
having
sure.
that bond like with your brothers, it's like I love my sisters to death. You know what I mean? Like
For
one day
sure.
I know y'all gotta watch this shit, but like I love y'all. But also like, what if we had another brother? You know, I know mom was supposed to have one or whatever, but either way, that would be an interesting life. You know?
It's always interesting how like
I know being
your family affects you always. You know.
100%, man. Like I was about to say, as you could relate, you're the youngest in your family, right? So am I. They wanted to backlash me for being.
Hey man, I think we definitely get it the best. Though.
We kind of did.
I don't know what to say, because like your parents have figured it out a little bit. I think once they have 2, we both have a family of 5, we have 2 older siblings. Mm-hmm. After 2 goes, bro, of anything, 2 times trying to make art, you know, your third time's a little better.
Third time is the best. Yeah, you're right.
It's just a way of life. You know, it's like repetitions.
Ooh, that makes so much sense. Yeah.
You know, so everyone's different, obviously, but as far as like creating a positive and loving environment for someone to be able to like thrive into their own person.
Yeah.
I think everyone has it a little better. And it all depends on the way, obviously everyone's life's different. You know, my parents are separated now.
The family
so
stuff, yeah, exactly.
It's a little bit different, but
all the entire dynamic, isn't that crazy? Like everybody has such a different dynamic and how they grew up to be, but like we still all sometimes manage to kind of be a part of the society, like have your friends and have everybody accept each other for how it is. And it's just like, wow, like the society's so deep because like, you know, you think about that dumb like cliche of saying like, you never know what someone's going through, you know what I mean? Like you really don't. And then well, if you think about it, fuck, like how many of these people are probably going through something? Probably like if you took a random poll on downtown, 1 out of 10, are you going through something? I think fucking with like 9 out of 10, probably like
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10, yeah.
Except for people that are trolling. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
absolutely. Yeah. Everyone's going through like, it's just all respective.
Well,
that's funny. I feel like everyone realizes that at some point. And that's like an important, it's like along those themes of like, oh, we're all one and we're all connected and we're all part of this, like in this together on Earth. And I think you realize that when you're like,
on Earth.
Earth, bro. On Earth, bro. We named this shit Earth. And then we filled it with wonderful ideas like fucking fast fashion and fucking monocrop agriculture and cool
McDonald's.
giant corporate, bro, and Jeffrey Bezos and Carl's Jr. fam. So like, we all in it together, but back to the point. I want one. Like, I don't know, you realize that, and I realized that. I think psychedelics helped me realize that, and psychedelics also helped me get into art. That's a good story as well.
100%.
Bro, so I never grew up in Montana. There's no fucking museums, dog.
No museums.
There is no museums anywhere. You never had any art. The only people, the reason that I ever thought that creativity could be possible, and that it's something that should be encouraged and that is good for the soul and is a way of finding out more about yourself and everything that it's grown to be, is because of my siblings. Yeah. Because in Montana there was none of that, but both of my siblings are dummy creative and super talented. My brother was like an all-star violinist and guitarist.
My favorite fucking instrument. Wow.
Did your parents make you play the violin?
No.
Oh, okay, that's some Korean. That's Korean shit. But
I
then
did percussion.
Yeah, and then my
man,
sister
but-
was like a concert pianist in 12, and so I was like, wow,
Whoa,
like,
wow, yeah.
this can actually be, because I was always the sportsman, you feel me? I was always, my dad literally was, I'm gonna be in the NFL since I was like a baby. He said I came out the womb muscular.
Yeah.
Shit like that. And so it was always pushed on me. And yeah, I enjoyed football. But you know why I enjoyed playing football? Is because I was good at it.
Yeah.
When you're naturally good at something and it's very celebrated in today's society. But like, what people don't understand about playing football at a high level for a while is I'm fucked up now.
Yeah.
And I know I'm ramped, it's a different tangent, but my body is so like, my brain,
Your brain,
you
your
know,
body.
you've taken so much damage. But yeah, once I, always like I enjoyed it and I was doing it, and I was good at it, and it was taking me places. And I got acceptance from that, I got praise, I got all these things that you want as you're growing up into the world.
Validation, yeah, exactly.
Trying to figure out. And then somewhere along the line in college, I just like, I always was rapping, you know this. Like that was the initial start and that's for you too, right? Your first creative inkling was musical.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Just came about fucking, I'm not even quite sure. It came from listening to music and thinking like I want my turn, you know what I mean? Like I want next, you know what I mean? Like just like, I don't know, I needed it. I think my sister played guitar, my older sister, and then my next sister, she like sang in the choir for high school and shit, so it's like she had that musical inclination. And so
what age did you start getting into it and start wanting to play?
Probably like right after high school.
Yeah.
Like I graduated, and then when I had summer, and that's just exactly when I started. Yeah.
Word. And you start with production, or did you start with the
Started
rapping?
with production. Yeah, started with
Were
production.
you were freestyling with your boys though back in the day, here and there, and stuff like that?
We were freestyling.
You know, bro. To 2012 to 2016 had
I can't
to
remember the first time I started freestyle. I can't remember. I don't know.
Like there was a phase there where everyone was freestyling.
No,
bro. You had
I know what you're talking
Snoop,
about,
little Snoop was dropping bars on them.
All right, peace.
Big Sean,
man.
all
Legend.
the freestyles were so legendary.
Yeah.
Like Meek Mill, everyone was freestyling. Childish, but that's how it all started, right? Because we grew up also playing music in church. That's how it started for all three of us.
That's crazy. Are you a church boy?
I mean, of course.
Oh, really?
Both my parents were pastors, so I played the drums in the church band.
Yeah.
So I can still play a 5-piece, rip it. That's an unknown skill.
That's fine.
My sister played the bass, but she was also an insane keyboardist. My mom sang, my dad led with the guitar, and my brother ripped electric guitar.
God damn.
Bro, in a tiny little like
in a
little warehouse in Montana for
the
fucking
Willow.
12 people every Sunday, bro. And then my dad would preach.
Yeah.
And we'd all have food. And that was it. And
you could do something with Willow Smith. Well, actually, I did some crazy Willow shit. Whoa, hey, Willow Smith, please. I know the algorithm gonna pick up on Willow Smith, but we've got a fucking legend right here.
Fuck the algorithm.
Yeah.
Anyways, I've been going for a minute, but it's just like that's how it starts. Is like both in music, but then it just evolves with life, like everything. You know, your creative process always evolves, and it always.
The evolution is what's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's like, as long as you put time into something, it compounds. It compounds.
Showing up.
Exactly.
Showing up and offering yourself to the music.
Yeah, exactly. To whatever it may be, you know, like, and it's so nice whenever it just feels so healthy for you, you know, like people like limit, or they just, whether they abuse their drugs or their drink, like whatever, like finding the time to also like give yourself a good dopamine rush from something good for you, like read a really good book that you like, read a really good book that you like.
Talk to me.
Fucking go start a fucking little stretching session if you feel like you're
some
sore or
yoga,
something, like
breathe.
Take the next step. I think what it is that people don't want to take accountability of their life because it becomes a lot of responsibility.
I guess.
And then when some people are swamped from just living their life and doing the bare minimum, doing things outside of their realm, it just isn't there.
See, that's a message that gets preached a lot though nowadays, and I don't think it's all the way necessarily true. It's obviously positive, but you know, being a human's a motherfucker out here, bro. It ain't. It ain't true, bro. If you go and let's say hypothetically, you get hit by a truck tomorrow and you break both of your legs, like, bro, what the fuck you going? What am I gonna say to you? Take accountability for like, get up, do some shit, like, you know, fucked up shit happens to everyone at any moment. You know. So that's, I think, also one of the reasons, even back to creativity, why I make art, right? And that's why we express ourselves, because it's so bizarre out here. We don't know what's going on, you know? So I definitely understand that in a way of survival. It's like it's a method of thinking that's necessary to survive, and then can also be super positive if applied correctly.
Yeah.
But the way it gets preached now, I think it's like almost toxic. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that is true.
Like JPP, there's so many heads out here. Of course.
What's JPP?
That's Jordan Peterson. You know, there's just so many people out here that are on a certain type of, you know, personal responsibility. And I absolutely believe in that. That's what, don't get me wrong. I believe in it. But that's not, you know what else is necessary? Healing, bro. Healing, therapy, actually taking a look at who you are and why you're that way. Assessing who you are on the planet, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's also part of the puzzle. It's not all just, and that, you know what it is though? Is it all plays in, because you got to take responsibility for who you are and what's happened to you, right? And so you take that responsibility, and part of that is not just pushing yourself through it because we all need to survive in the material world.
Yeah.
That's part of it, because if you don't, you're fucked. But if you can manage as well, and I know it sounds like a luxury, because it is, but if you have the time to actually, right, dive into yourself and figure out what's going on. You know, I'm a big advocate. You know, literally, we're shooting this right now. I have therapy in an hour.
Yeah.
And so, you know, I'm a big advocate for that shit, bro. Because like, and my sister showed me that, because my brother, he's like, I know we have crazy genes in our family.
Yeah.
You know, and all that's hereditary, and we know some about the brain, right?
Yeah.
And so she's really opened my eyes to how that can, man, and that's a big reason of why I've been able to keep doing art and not hate myself and think, oh, I'm a failure, I'm a disappointment. I shouldn't be doing this random
loving yourself. Yeah, exactly.
Art, right? And so I think so here's the deal. To answer what you said, because I agree with it, take responsibility with your life, don't do the bare minimum, but also it's not true that if you accomplish more, that you'll love yourself more, bro. Like, for my age,
that is true. Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Like,
as you accomplish a lot of shit, but you might not love yourself for it.
Yeah, there's people in mansions and shit. You know, they fucking. I'm gonna almost need a refill, but you know what I'm saying? They crying in Ferraris. Like, I don't know what to say. It's just, and I know you know that's true, but I know that both are necessary, right? To push ourselves forward in life, we gotta believe that we can be who we want to be. Yeah. But at the same time, like, that's not all there is to it, right? That's a reason to make art right there. Yeah. There's probably thousands, but you feel me?
So many reasons to make art. So many. Oh yeah, the one thing that I want to touch on actually real quick was what we were talking about. People's I guess creative outputs, or I don't know what I'm trying to say. Like their creative endeavors. And the lack of, right?
Yeah, you're referencing what we were talking about, the car.
Yeah, right. And so you made it a really good point to say that they manifest themselves in like such small, minute ways that people often tend to overlook. It could be right in front of you, and so it just always reminds me whenever I ask people like, oh, you know, what are your passions, or what do you have? Like, do you have hobbies? Like, what do you really like to do? What makes you really happy? And some people are like, oh, I don't know, or, you know, like, I'm not sure.
Don't know.
And it's like, well, it's in front of you. It truly is. You know what I mean? Like, people are like, it's like they go blind to it.
Absolutely. Yeah. There's something to that, just like looking around at the life you have and what you do have and the person you are and what you can do with that. Because, like, I swear, man, you might not have the existence you want. And you might not be the person you think you're capable of being. But you're definitely the only person that can do anything. And this is the only existence you have now.
Yeah.
So like, fuck, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's all a mystery, but we gotta swim, or we gotta dance, you know, whatever it is.
They say you only have 2 lives, remember?
What's that?
The life that you're living, and then the life once you realize like how you should be living, or something like that. It's, you know what I mean? Like, so once you come to that point to realize like, oh no, like, I need to flip the switch and do something, you know what I mean? Like, that switch and drive, that you become a new person. That's a new life.
Yeah, right? There's always chapters.
Yeah. So like talking about when I first met you to who you are now, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, that's a good.
The fucking
man, that was such a fucked up period in my life. It's crazy. You met me when I was down in the dumps, and now I still get down in the dumps. Don't get me wrong, bro. Depression's a real thing, and these are real things that we deal with. But now I'm like, you know, at a different place with myself at least, and also what I'm trying to say. And like that's like another thing about what we were talking about with people and their creative capabilities, is like what everyone like has something to say, you feel me? Yeah. And it's weird, like, how do you say it? Is it the way you organize your shoes, the way you make a mix drink, the way you live your life, you know?
The way you put on
the
your
way you dress.
Clothes, like,
Fuck yeah. Like, I know you about I talk to you about that. You're the one with the drip.
I love dressing. I don't know,
bro.
I
love
creative expression.
Yeah, like
and all the shit that you created,
bro. The shirt and the earring, bro. You gotta show the people what's good with the earring, dog. Come on. That's
you know what I mean? Y'all don't even know.
Come on. Get tapped in.
If we want to talk about fashion, my man's is all in that right there.
Nah, that's.
I was almost gonna head ass wear the shirt that I got from you, the Blue Eyes White Dragon one.
Bro,
I was like, dude,
you a real OG, and since you're a real OG, bro, one day I'm gonna hook you the fuck up with some shit.
Oh, dude,
I got some shit.
Don't even worry about it, because I already got you. You know what I'm saying?
Bro.
When the timing is right, bro, it's gonna be amazing. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, man. The fashion game is a crazy game too. I've like always wanted to get it.
Yes.
Right, I want to, but
why not?
It's what we're talking about though with art, where you can only, there's millions of lives we all want. The fig tree, like you want everyone, but
let me plug myself real quick. That reminds me, me and my best friend. It's like she's really into like reusing the earth and like all this stuff, and so like I think that's beautiful, and I 100% agree. Like, just use what you already got, you know. And I already like to thrift so much. Everything's second hand. So we're thinking about like we're creating a tote bag company from all recycled goods.
Bro,
and like we've seen a lot of good stuff. And
if you make them fashionable and put together cool vintage
and I think I have a good
denim
vision, and then we just gotta get a sewing machine, and then that's all it is. So that's something like I'm really excited to start. Y'all come get at me.
Custom reusable fucking recycled tote bag. That's what I'm saying.
And I want to get to a point to where like it shouldn't be too hard, but the reversible tote bag. So I give y'all 2 fire ass tote bag in one. Like what, bro? Like come on now.
Come on.
That's what I'm saying.
You have some. You on the thrift game already.
Exactly. Yeah. Think about all the random ass fabric in the thrift. But anyways,
it's crazy. You just can't. Yeah. For me, it's like fuck. I've been wanting to do fashion too. Yeah. Like, 'cause I see it and I love it. My boy Jay's really into fashion in LA, bro. Come on, it's all about that.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I'm like, people treat me like a bum because I don't care about fashion. I just wear my paint covered clothes most of the time. But like,
that's the work, bro. That's the respect.
There's only so many lives we can live, and so like eventually once I'm on more, and once it's like I have some stability in my life, because let's be real, bro, I ain't nobody. I just make fucking art in my garage, dog.
You definitely are somebody. Don't even front like that.
I'm saying in the way of a certain worldview, a certain view, as far as just even having the ability to not be worried about where you're staying or what you're eating, stuff like that, bro. Simple shit, right?
Hierarchy of needs,
But I know I'm making this sacrifice willingly, because I know that I have a vision and this is what I'm pursuing, bro. And I'm willing to sacrifice certain things that people aren't socially to get where the fuck I'm going. And I think that's a risk you take when you start realizing that this world that we built is kind of fucked up, you know, like what's going on? Who are all these fucking billionaires that don't give a shit about it? Like, what's going on, right? There's everything. There's a million issues in the world, but you know, it's just you start, and you try to figure out, okay. And like, that's what happened to you, I think, and me when we graduated high school, graduated college. It's like, you get into the world and you're like, well, this ain't really what I thought.
Definitely not. Like from the mindset of like the high schooler and going into college and like, oh, what's real life? You know, you're never prepared for it. All of a sudden, you just got things to pay, and you just you got to make money no matter what. You got to make money no matter what, or else you're a failure. Or else you're down in the whole bag.
You ain't getting no bitches.
Yeah, like you can't get hoes. Like you can't be happy. Like. Life
but that's how they bring it to you. That's how they posit it to you. But that's not money. That's not even, bro. I know I sound crazy, but at some point, and I think everyone does it, even when they have to fucking just do what they have to do to get by and survive. People think, bro, and everyone has a complex, nuanced inner world where they have dreams and like, you know, delusions and different things that they want to achieve and accomplish, and they can't because we built the world a certain way, the way they have to work all of their days just to survive. And like, I know
Who even dictated a 5-day to 2-day? Like
that's just
I
the way
think
it
I heard
is.
in
That's just the way it is.
I heard in fucking overseas it's now 4-3, and that's such a much better compromise.
Bro,
like, what?
Tell me, come on, Netherlands and Sweden. These
what's one day? You know what I mean? Like,
what's one? How about 4 days, 6 hours?
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Deadass, get your
6
work
hours,
done.
yeah, it's not too much.
And then just if you have to communicate, email.
Yeah.
It's like, I love that saying, you know, it's like, this meeting should have been an email. Like, that was my experience in the corporate world, bro.
Yeah.
Like, and I graduated with a good degree, something that people would be envious of. And I went and I worked, and I just realized this is not for me, bro. Like, this school, business school taught me about a world. Yeah. But it wasn't a fucking world I was interested in. It was a world of macroeconomics.
Exactly how I felt, bro. With my business analytics degree, it was something like,
why did I do this? I thought this was gonna make me money. This is like, it ain't that simple. You still have to go grind up the hierarchy and
exactly.
lick butt.
I already knew I wasn't gonna try to be a fucking office monkey like for how long, you know what I mean? No, it just didn't appeal to the lifestyle I wanted to live. That's when I would truly hate myself. You're stuck in a cubicle.
But it's not even that one you want to live. It's just one that's good for humans.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, fuck, it's not good for anybody, bro.
No, definitely not.
Nah, they're just doing it because they have bought into it enough that, okay. And I think there's some people that are, you know, shout out to all of them. Y'all keep the world running, right?
That is true.
Fuck yeah. I'm
Everybody
just one person,
has to do something.
and this is just my perspective. You know, I ain't got.
Honestly,
I'm not judging nobody, bro. Everyone get it how you live it. Everyone in the world get it how you live it. But, you know, I'm just choosing to do. I'm not choosing shit. We just are a certain way. I think that goes back to why do people make art? Why are artists artists? Who knows? It just seems like there's something inside of us. The underwater river.
It's crazy.
Just like you're just flowing along with it.
I don't know what it is.
You gotta let it carry you, because if you don't, you're fucked.
Yeah.
Like if you force yourself out of this current and make yourself, you know, be something that society would look at with more like normalcy or respect or whatever it is. Nah, you gotta keep going. Trust yourself. You know, listen to the voices. Like always listen to the voices. You know what I'm saying? Never ignore the voices in your head telling you what, you know, whispering the sweet nothing, telling you can do some
exactly,
shit. Decent. Like you can be someone you want to be. You don't have to just, you know,
following so you follow the music and it just takes you all the way. Like why? This is what you're entitled to. You know, like if you have that calling, or if you have that whatever it is, you owe it to yourself to at least try, to at least see about it. Because why not? You know, like what do you have to lose, really? Mm-hmm. You know, like a lot of people are afraid to try things or whatever, and it's like, well, if you will never know if you don't try it. You truly won't.
All right, bro. Let's get another drink and check, because I just realized I'm pretty sure this shit only shoots for 30 minutes, and then it stops. So we might not even be still on. Oh no, we're still under 30 minutes. Nice. 28:58.
Okay. It stops at 30 minutes automatically for you?
Okay. You want to take
let's take a quick break
and then spark the cigar?
Yes, perfect.
You know what? Fuck, we don't even have to take a break. Let's just get the shell, pour it up over here.
Yeah, okay.
Hold on. Yeah, we'll use the rest of everything. Yeah. Cash these Johns. Bro, it's been hella fun. You know, you should start doing this and having. I've always wanted.
I've got plenty of people on the list. You know what I'm saying? But it just takes some time, and I've been lazy. So thank you for pushing me. You know. And I thought, you know what,
it's fun, bro. Look, every motherfucker in the world right now is doing this. Yeah, so why not?
Yeah, why not?
I mean, yeah, maybe, but like everyone wants to talk and shit and bullshit. You never know who might tap in and be interested in your perspective.
I think the beauty is in the platform, because you know, everybody's doing it, but maybe not everybody knows somebody who's doing it, and they want to do it themselves, but they don't have the time. That's all I'm here for.
Oh shit, yeah.
I'm here for it because I got some time, a little bit. You're live. All right.
Oh yeah.
Hey, 333. Hell yeah, let's go.
We back.
All right, let's see what we got here for you today.
Back by
Abe Willows. Abe motherfucking Willows. The man, the myth, the fucking legend. All right. Came from nothing, now on the search for everything. Right? Like this man is just another beast. All right.
Bro, that's the best intro I've ever got.
Let me see. For some reason I can't find the fucking notes because I got too many fucking notes.
Nah, it's because that backwood hit too hard.
All right, ready? First one, little introductory piece, break the ice. All right. Abe Willows. Abraham? Middle name?
Bro.
What?
You want it?
What?
I'll tell you mine if you tell me yours.
Middle name? Fuck yeah, bro. I don't ever share my middle name.
Okay,
and so this would be like a pivot
All
of trust. All right. Cao. Brian Cao Wynn.
Wow.
Yeah. CAO.
Cool. That's very cool.
Yeah.
Mine is
Mine
is West.
West.
Okay. Like the direction.
Yeah.
Abraham West Willows.
West Willows. That's like a fucking. That's a S++ fucking name, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Cheers to that, real quick. Cheers to that. All right. Now tell me, what do you stand for?
What do I stand for?
Yeah. As you sit today here, what do you stand for?
I'm gonna answer this. I'm framing it a little different. What do I believe in?
Yeah.
I believe in kindness. Number one. I think at the end of your life, you won't regret trying to be a kind and compassionate person. You will regret when you could have been and you didn't. You know what I'm saying? And that's not my own words. That's a writer I really like, George Saunders. He says that. And I absolutely believe in that, though. It resonated with me when I heard it. I believe in kindness and I believe in creativity. And I believe both are very powerful, and that if those were the foundational, if everyone aimed to be a version of themselves that revolved around kindness and creativity, we'd have a way better world. That's what I think. That's what I think.
Kindness and creativity, okay. Now, describe your typical day.
No, hold on. What do you believe in?
What do I believe in?
Or is it
okay, you ready?
Only me?
What I believe in is that you should leave the world a better place than when you got here. That's the absolute truth. For me, it's like, give back to your surroundings, because that's just like the circle of life. It's like you live your life to whatever in a pinnacle, but you at the end of the day you're immortal. Like time will pass, and do you want a legacy? What do you want? You know what I mean? Do you just want to live this one and only life and then have it end there, fuck anything else in the world? Yeah, some people are like that, lone wolves. But for me, think about that whole community that you've built all the way up to your very last breath. You know what I mean? Like how much of the world have you touched, and
how much people have you positively impacted?
I mean? Exactly. Yeah, that's all it is. It's positive impact in the world, 100%. Absolutely. And honestly, where I think that stemmed from was like, as dumb as it may sound, like even like middle school bullying and like just that terrible feeling of just being an outsider. Like it's just, you know how awful that feels. So like it's already ingrained for you never to make anybody feel that way. So you want to like surplus it and like bounce it back. Like I just want to make a positive impact. I just want to be friends with everybody. Like I'm an easygoing person, so I just gotta, let the love flow. You know what I mean? So that's what I stand for. Let the love flow.
It's a beautiful way to live.
100%. Let the love flow.
Oh, more. Cheers to every question.
Cheers. Yep. I'm definitely a little saucy. Definitely spilled some. All right. So okay, here's a strange one. It's a little two-parter, right? AB, right? Ready?
All right.
What's your biggest insecurity in your art, and how do you plan to overcome it?
Oh man, that is such a good one.
Yeah.
I think my biggest insecurity is that I'll never be better at anything that I was at football. So I was really fucking good at playing football.
Yeah.
And the thing about art is it's a journey. It's an actual journey. It's not, but technically, I mean, I could never draw. I've never been as artistically inclined as my siblings. It's never been, but as I've shown up and like almost, I don't know, just explored it in a new way. And I don't want to be, what's the word? I don't want to be like
facetious?
No, I don't want to be like cliche, but like I had that psychedelic trip, bro.
Yeah.
This trip on mushrooms that I had to, I don't know if I should put this out, but to MoMA.
Yeah.
I'm used to talking to you because we're saucing too. Like, that
you went to the MoMA?
Things, yeah,
oh,
in New York.
Yeah.
In New York, I went to MoMA on shrooms. That was the first time I'd ever been to a museum, and like, bro, it blew my mind. I was like, oh, here's the world.
Who's this?
Someone's back, brother.
Yeah, someone's back. It's fine. Hey, what's good, bro?
Yo. What's happening?
How's your day, man?
Did I walk in my bed?
Yeah, good. Kill it, bro.
Good, bro.
You live here.
Yeah. You're the
What's
fourth.
going on, man? I'm Abe. Biggest insecurity in my art, I don't know, is that it won't communicate effectively what I want it to communicate. And that is an insecurity, I think, for every artist. Yeah. I'm not scared of failure or never being successful in the art world. I'm completely fine with that, honestly.
Failure is inevitable.
I'm just doing what I want. But Yeah, just that, you know, maybe I'll never be able to put it together in the right way to effectively, but you know, I'm dealing with that, and you know how you deal with that is you make art.
Yeah.
You show up and you make art. Whether you're having a bad day or a shit day or a good day, you kind of show up and make art.
And then, so how are you planning to overcome it?
I should probably continue to show up.
Yeah, continue to show up.
It's actually, it's
yes.
It's pretty
Okay.
simple. It's
It
pretty
is.
simple.
It really is. All right, ready? What was the most eye-opening moment or moments you've had along your creative journey?
Oh man, you know, I think learning about new artists.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know shit about art history, bro.
Yeah,
I'm
me either.
I'm
Fuck that. Yeah.
Hick from
We never had a
Montana.
class on that.
Yeah, me neither. But during pandemic and kind of in my, I don't know, need for it, I researched, you know, like learning about so many people. I don't want to say only the big ones, but the recognizable ones, like Kusama's documentary, Jean-Michel, Van Gogh, Cézanne,
Yeah.
and of all genres, you know, William Blake, writers, Jodorowsky is a big influence
Jodorowsky?
I love.
No,
He's a director. Just learning about like the most eye-opening things is like, wow, you know, Cézanne got rejected from Salon
Yeah.
all these years in a row. Like Van Gogh didn't sell paintings, like his brother had to like pay for him to live. Like, and it's not like that's what I'm aiming for. I'm trying to be successful now, bro. Don't get me wrong. But it's like, even the best and the greatest that we recognize now had to go through these struggles. Had to, like, you know, Kusama, and they didn't abandon it. They didn't abandon what they want to do. The writers, the poets, the great directors, they didn't abandon it.
Yeah.
They always had the vision and they never lost sight of it. And it's almost like a spiritual thing. It's like art is a spiritual journey and it's a creative journey. And you're trying to say something, you know? So those are the most eye-opening moments, is learning from those people.
Okay, nice. It is truly crazy that the more you dive deeper into something, it's just widens your perspective, bro. Like, and then you see the bigger picture of everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And just it's so fun to explore new things, you know? The same way you explore different avenues of creativity and ways of life and states of consciousness. You get to explore different types of art.
Exactly.
And draw from influences. Kandinsky's book is
That's
great.
the biggest thing, is like
oh.
drawing from the influences in your life is like the major key of like
Yeah.
what you are. You know what I mean? Like you're just a big sponge and you just take in whatever you take in.
Yeah, and then if you put the work in, you can expand your palette.
exactly.
You expand your palette and it becomes, you know, you join the choir of art history or of the collective creative expression. You join it and hope that you find enough somewhere, somehow. But, you know, you just got to keep believing, man. It's a long life.
What do you aim to achieve in the next 5 years?
I don't think about shit like that. I don't think about shit like that.
What do you look forward to in the next 5 years?
I look forward to
Manifest yourself
being
a little bit.
a good person and making honest art, and hopefully, how about this? I'll give you something. I know what you want.
Give me whatever you want. Yeah.
I want to publish my
Anything.
book of poetry.
Okay,
First book
fuck
of
yeah.
poetry is probably I'll use Dolly and Midjourney and Stable Diffusion, the AI generators, and I'll use those to pair my poetry. I'll plug it into those, the text generators, and it'll give me an image that'll only, you know, is unique.
You're
to
right,
it,
yeah.
right. So it's a certain way of generating.
I like that,
Yeah, certain prompts. It's just the words of my poetry,
Yeah.
unedited, no additional prompts, and it'll create
the image.
Yep, and then I'll pair the poems, and so I want to have that
Love
book
that.
done. I have like 100 finished poems. I just have to pick which ones are the best.
Yeah.
So I just need
do a
money. Once again, where's the patrons?
A book of
Where's
50
the
would be
patrons?
good. Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. Like 62, I'm thinking.
62,
number,
fuck
something like that.
Why 62?
You know, I'm not.
Make it a capitalized. Make it a calendar too. Poem calendar. That could make some sales, bro. Hell yeah.
No, fuck no, bro.
No, yeah, you're right. Who buys calendars anymore?
No, I'm playing. I can't do no. It'll be a book.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll do that.
Anything else?
No.
Okay.
That's what's on the. You know.
Okay.
Keep on.
Yeah.
Keep
So
on.
this last little bit, we're just gonna spitball a little bit. It's called, this or that, right?
Okay.
So.
Hell yeah.
Ready? Asics or New Balance?
New
Like
Balance.
shoes. New Balance. Okay. Adventure Time. Rick or Morty.
Adventure Time.
What?
Oh my god, every time. I love, bro. Adventure Time is one of my favorite works of art ever to exist,
it's
ever to
pretty
be made. I'll give you my
It's
top
pretty
three.
fucking good.
How about
Good,
this?
good.
I'll give you my top three.
Yeah.
You give me your top three.
Of what?
Animated creations that you
Anime
love.
creations, yeah.
My top three are Adventure Time,
Mm-hmm.
Hunter x Hunter, and oh man, in third, I'm gonna give you maybe 5 actually because I can't.
Okay.
The third spot, that's too hard. Avatar,
Avatar.
and I'm gonna stay that house.
Okay.
Those three.
I'll go fucking probably Justice League and Justice League Unlimited TV series.
Word.
I'll go also Hunter x Hunter because that's like easily one of my favorite animes. And we'll go. I would say
It's a tough one,
it's a
right?
tough to give the slot to
You have to give some.
something I really enjoyed growing up. Naruto for sure. That's what
Alright,
first
yeah.
introduced me to
Fair.
anime back in the day.
Fair enough.
But and then okay, books or Kindles.
Books, bro.
Okay. All right.
Well,
Well,
books.
that concludes what we got here. All right. That really does.
All right.
Oh man, what a
Alright.
fucking journey.
No, now you get 3.
3 what?
Whiskey or tequila?
Tequila, 100%. Shoots like water every time.
Pizza or burgers?
We'll go burgers. Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
Nothing like a good burger, bro. Pizzas. Yeah.
Joints or blunts?
We'll go blunts.
Alright.
Just because joints go out too easily sometimes.
Kendrick Lamar or J. Cole?
I'll easily give that to Kendrick. Easily. No, not a hesitation.
It's been a pleasure, bro.
Yeah. Yes, sir, my boy. What a fucking journey.
We out.
Y'all, everybody.
Done.
This has been motherfucking Willows, a word with the motherfucking wise.